Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Just enjoying a nice June summer day, or almost summer, in the sunshine. And I wanted to talk to you about light today. Yes, light. That's what I am, becoming a light guru, learning more and more about it, and I need to spread the word about light, because if you've been following me, remember I am now saying light, your light environment is more important than the food you eat and the exercise that you do. And I've been doing a biohack since September 28th of last year, 2018, and I have absolutely proved it to myself, and I am bringing that message to others. So what I want to talk to you about light is, and this is basically a Sesame Street question, okay? So answer it in your head or answer it out loud. What is bigger, 48% or 48 or 10? What's a bigger number? So answer that in your head or answer it out loud, okay? Obviously 48% is bigger, or 48 is bigger than 10. Now, it's 48% of our brain. So we have 8 lobes in our brain. We have 2 lobes for each of the frontal, the parietal, the occipital, and the temporal parts of the brain. So 8 total lobes. The 2 lobes in the occipital go towards, or are most important towards, light and vision. Okay, so they have the most neurons connected to light and vision. Okay, so that's 25% of our brain right there connected to light and vision, okay, because we see light. But we also have the other 6 lobes have a I forget the actual name, but it's like a course.
20 minutes completed. Burned calories, 202 calories.
It's a corresponding, it's a connection inside the brain. So all 6 of the other lobes have a connection to it, okay? So in total, depending on the stage of your life and what you've done in your life to develop your brain or not develop your brain, 45 to 48% of your total brain is connected to light and vision, okay? So we've discovered there's actually 2 pathways for vision. The first one is the one most people know. It's the photoreceptive, the ones with the cones and the rods. Okay, it's like the normal vision that we used to see. But there's also the photoreceptive ganglion cells, and these cells are basically, they respond to brightness. Okay, so the brightness of the light, because remember, in the 13 Pillars of Health webinar, which you should have watched already, is the number one thing is circadian biology. And number one thing for circadian biology is light and dark cycles, okay? But the photoreceptive ganglion cells connect to brightness, okay? I'll come back to that in a little bit. Now, your hypothalamus only comprises 1% of your total brain volume. The hypothalamus is what counts energy from food electrons. Okay? So when we eat a food, a protein, a fat, a carbohydrate, doesn't matter what it is, it always will convert into electrons. Electrons are they're the way of life. Okay? Life is fundamentally electrons, protons, and photons. Okay? All the food we eat converts into electrons to give us energy. Okay? There's more to it, but for general purposes, that's it. Okay? 1% of the hypothalamus, and those then you have leptin receptors that branch out to up to 10% of the neurons. So that's where you get the 10%. So only 10% of the brain is focused on food and the food electrons that we take in. Okay, yet 48%, 45 to 48% is connected to the light. Okay, connected to the brightness. Okay, so when the sun rises, the Kelvin color temperature is somewhere between 1600 to 1800. And when the sun sets, it's 16,000. Okay, so if you're looking at in blue light, so blue light from fluorescent lights, white lights, headlamps, your phone, your iPad, your computer, your TV, is somewhere between 5,500 to 6,500 Kelvin. And so that's approximately 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Okay, so that's why blue light is extremely harmful if it's like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., midnight, 2 a.m. Okay, 7 p.m. you should be trying to wind down and not look at blue light screens and say, hey, it's 12 o'clock. Your brain thinks it's 12 o'clock. Okay, because those photoreceptive ganglion cells is telling your body, hey, it's 12 o'clock. It's time to do something. Okay, it's not time to go to bed, wind down. It's time to do something. Okay, and that's why blue light's super destructive, because if you are getting that message, then when you do sleep, you may never get into the restorative sleep that we need. Okay, and when we don't get into the restorative sleep, we don't recycle the proteins that we're supposed to recycle. So you're using the same proteins day after day, week after week, sometimes a month after month, sometimes year after year. Okay, and that's bad. That's when you run out of energy. That's when you get symptoms for some disease, and that's when disease eventually presents itself. Okay, which is bad. So that's why it's super important to block the blue light, especially at night. Blue light is destructive anytime during the day, but you need to protect your eyes and your skin, especially if you have a disease. Okay, your skin needs to be protected as well. Okay, especially
25 minutes completed. Burnt calories 253 calories.
Okay, especially if you have like thyroid issues. So our thyroid sits right under the Adam's apple, like 1 centimeter under the Adam's apple. It's been shown blue light can penetrate anywhere between 4 and 6 centimeters. Okay, so is thyroid or Hashimoto's disease caused by eating too many cookies or eating too many whole wheat breads or whole wheat pastas or whatever, donuts, crap, pizza, or is it a disease of light? Okay, I'll leave that up to you, and I will be back with more. So if you have questions, let me know. Remember, I have 2 blue light webinars up, right? Just go to improvementwarriorfitness.com and search blue light. I'll leave a thing in the comments here. Sorry, it's getting a little cold in here, but I'm almost done. So check those out. Check out the 13 Pillars of Health webinar, and any questions, let me know. Hit me up. I'm here to help you reach your optimal health, the health of an improvement warrior, and be the strongest version of you. Otherwise, stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior.